Yo, what's going on, guys? Houston Sports Talk, back in another video today, and it's been a couple days since I've posted a video. We're here to talk about the Houston Rockets today, and a trade rumor video about the Rockets potentially trading for Chicago Bull, and that is Coby White, shooting guard / point guard, more shooting guard. Already you're probably thinking, why would the Rockets need a guard off the bench? Because obviously Coby White would not be starting with Jalen Green and KBJ in the backcourt. Starter-wise, because, off the bench you got Josh Christopher, Ty Washington, and Eric Gordon. But the Chicago Bulls are very interested in power forward KJ Martin. And there was an article, I don't remember what the website was, but there was an article about ways the Chicago Bulls, it was a Chicago Bulls website, and it was like, I saw it, and it was like ways to players that they can get for Coby White, get rid of him. And one of those players was KJ Martin. Now this wouldn't be a straight up trade for cap purposes, with money purposes. KJ Martin's still on his rookie contract. I think Coby White is too. I'm not sure. I don't think Coby White's gotten a new deal. Pretty sure, because Coby White's contract $7 million, and then KJ Martin's is $1 million. But I think his is so low because he was a second rounder, I believe. And the Rockets would have to throw in David Nwaba in the deal to get it done, so the money would match up on the trade maker website that I did. So basically in the trade, the Bulls would get David Nwaba and Kenyon Martin Jr., and the Rockets would get Coby White. Now I feel like this is good if Eric Gordon leaves, so that the Rockets get rid of Eric Gordon, then they have Coby White and Josh Christopher off the bench as the guards, which would be very nice. And Coby White is not that bad. He's actually done pretty good in his career. Last year was a very off year for him because Lonzo Ball was brought into the mix for Chicago, and there was no really place for him. He came off the bench for the first time in his career, and his his fourth year as a Bull, or third year as a Bull. I can't remember. I think that was his third or fourth season last season, and that was the first year he came off the bench. And I think he averaged let me check. Let's see. Coby White. Let's see. Taking too long. I think he averaged I don't know what he averaged, but he had a good season. He hit a lot of his 3-point percentage was good last year, and coming off the bench as the backup point guard, and also I think he also started in the playoffs. He was the starting point guard in the playoffs against the Bucks series because Lonzo got hurt later in the year. So he basically still stepped up at the end of the year, and I think he'd be a good backup guard for the Rockets, not meaning he's starting. If something happens to KBJ, he'd be a good starting point guard until KBJ comes back. Some of you guys would probably say I'd rather have Coby White starting than Kevin Porter Jr., but me personally, I'd rather have Kevin Porter Jr. than Coby White starting, because I think Coby White's more of a 2. He can play the 1, but he's naturally more of a 2. So yeah, that's just my thought. And as much as I want Kenyon Martin Jr. to stay, it's not possible because they got Tari Eason off the bench, and pretty soon he might not be coming off the bench because he could become a starter. So yeah, I just think that Kenyon Martin Jr. has to go. He's not gonna like it when he stops getting less minutes. So that means the Rockets have to get rid of him. So that's basically it for the video, and hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think about the Rockets trading for Coby White. Let's see if it happens. It probably won't. I think the Rockets probably will trade Kenyon Martin Jr. I just don't know if it's to the Blazers or the Bulls or the Nets, the 3 teams that are interested in him. I think the Wizards are a tiny bit interested too. They're a sleeper team to go get Kenyon Martin Jr. as well. But so those 4 teams are in the mix for Kenyon Martin Jr. But yeah, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed, and peace out. Go Rockets.